Thank you, Central Florida, for ending your day with us and trusting News 6 for the latest breaking news in your area. You made News 6 at 11 p.m. #1. News 6 at 11 is next, but first, Mega Millions. The jackpot sitting at $607 million. Time to get those tickets out. Good luck.
Across America with mega jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
What's up, America? I'm John Crow. It is Friday, March 1st, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $607 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 61. That's followed by 33. Up next, we have 15. Your next number is 37, and your final white ball number for this Friday evening is 55. Now for the mega ball number, that is 24. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 61, 33, 15, 37, 55, and the gold mega ball is 24. Now, if no match lost 6 numbers, Tuesday's jackpot could be more than $650 million. Good luck and play on, America.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood now at 11 p.m.
Tonight, hundreds gathered to pray and mourn after learning a missing Central Florida girl has been found dead.
I hope Maddie is in a better place now, because if there is a moment, if there's anyone that needs God, it's our young people.
Well, you don't want to believe this happened to a little kid, especially in a community like this.
Such a heartbreaking end to that week-long search for Madeline Soto. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Lisa Bell. Ginger Gadsden is off just after 6 tonight. Sky 6 flew over the scene where her remains were found in Osceola County. Her body was found in a rural part of St. Cloud, close to US 192 off Hickory Tree Road near Pearl Lake.
We have team coverage tonight. Brian Didlake is at the community prayer service in Hunters Creek, but our team coverage begins with Troy Campbell. He's in Osceola County tonight.
Troy, thank you. Hundreds of people gathered tonight in Hunters Creek to mourn Soto's death. Emotions were very raw. Our team coverage continues with News 6's Brian Didlake at Hunters Creek Middle School. Brian, thank you. You can rely on News 6, clickorlando.com, and the News 6 Plus streaming app to keep you up to date all weekend long as police investigate the murder of Maddie Soto. Now, if someone you know is stuck in traffic tonight on I-4 in Maitland right now, let them know it's because of a bad crash. We do want to take you out live to the scene. This is in the area of mile marker 90, where traffic is being diverted onto State Road 436. FHP tells us just before 7 tonight, an SUV and a Harley-Davidson motorcycle collided in the westbound lanes. The biker and their passenger died at the scene. The driver of the SUV was okay. FHP is still not sure what caused the crash. And the moment we get an update on this, we will bring it to you here and online at clickorlando.com.
Police say bystanders helped take down a murder suspect in a parking lot of a local gym. It happened this morning when police arrived to that Planet Fitness on West Colonial Drive in Ocoee. They found a woman badly hurt and a man being held down by strangers. That man has been identified as 55-year-old Shannon King. Tonight, he's facing a charge of first-degree murder for the death of Jessica Stiegelman. She died at the hospital. Incredibly, the pilot of this small plane walked away from this crash without injury. Edgewater Fire Rescue tells us the plane landed safely at Massey Ranch Air Park. But once on the ground, it didn't stop until it smashed through a metal warehouse. The pilot was able to get out before rescue crews got there. The NTSB is investigating what caused this.
Tonight, the CDC is walking back some of the last remaining isolation guidelines meant to keep COVID-19 at bay. The agency says people no longer need to isolate for at least 5 days after testing positive. Under the new guidelines, once you are fever-free for 24 hours without medication, you do not need to isolate. They do still recommend you take precautions like improving ventilation, masking, and limiting close contact with others. New tonight, 2 more swans found dead at Lake Eola have tested positive for the bird flu. That brings the total number of cases at the lake to 4. Criminal activity was initially suspected in the latest deaths, but with the test results now back, Orlando police have closed their case. A reminder, bird flu can be transmitted to humans through, it's extremely rare though for that to happen. The city is reminding visitors though at Lake Eola to avoid direct contact with birds and their droppings. They are also asking people not to feed the birds.
Developing at 11 now, Governor Ron DeSantis has vetoed a bill. It would kick some teens off social media, but the controversial measure is far from dead. In a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, the governor announced that veto and explained the legislature is going to produce a, quote, different, superior bill. Now, the bill would have gotten rid of accounts held by kids under 16, would have banned them from creating new accounts if they're underage. Governor DeSantis supports the intention behind the bill, saying on X, quote, protecting children from harms associated with social media is important, but he has repeatedly raised concerns about the bill's constitutionality and whether it would infringe on parental rights.
It will be in a really good posture to make sure that we're still protecting children, to make sure that parents still feel that they have a voice, and to also make sure that these social media companies will be held accountable.
Lawmakers have to tweak the language, but they don't have a ton of time. The session ends next week. The governor says he anticipates the new bill will be signed into law soon.
New at 11, the University of Florida just closed its Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion office, and tonight more than a dozen people no longer have a job. According to a memo from the school, the move eliminated 13 full-time positions, as well as 15 administrative appointments. As for funding, $5 million previously set aside for DEI expenses will be reallocated into a faculty recruitment fund. UF says the move puts the school in compliance with regulations from the Florida Board of Governors banning the use of federal funds for DEI programs.
Let's take a live look at Main Street in Daytona from our Daytona Toyota DeLand Kia camera. Bike Week is well underway. Close to 400,000 people expected to ride into Volusia, Flagler counties over the next 10 days. Police will be out in force to make sure everybody stays safe in those huge crowds.
All those people are a big boost to the local economy. At Froggy's on Main Street, owner Bobby Honeycutt says Bike Week and Biketoberfest are what keeps the doors open. He says this year's Bike Week has gotten off to a strong start.
Even with the rain, we had an increase in business from last year, which is always a plus. If the weather's nice, it's even going to be better.
Bike Week runs through March 10th.
Well, shark encounters along our coast seem to be happening more often.
Turns out the creatures are taking a bite out of some businesses.
I mean, it's hard for us to catch a fish for our customers when there's sharks eating a lot of your fish.
Coming up, a local fisherman explains why he thinks we are all seeing more sharks in the water.
And later, some wild video showing a semi dangling from a bridge. We'll tell you who was in the cab there and what it took to get them out safely. Tom.
That looks like something from a bad Tom Cruise movie.
It's nuts.
It really does. Take a look at radar tonight. Scattered showers are out there, but it's very, very light and just missing Volusia County, rolling through Palm Coast. I'll be right back to pinpoint the rain for tomorrow. You're going to want to see the hour-by-hour forecast so you know when you can be outside and when you really need to take cover.
You're watching News 6 at 11. Live on a Friday night, we're getting results for Sanford, Mineola, and all of Central Florida.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Rubenstein Law. Get the most out of News 6 with our Insider newsletter. Sign up to be an insider today at clickorlando.com/insider.
It hasn't been done in a while.
You're talking about taking our newscast on the road.
Live.
I'm in.
Pack it up. It's all going on the road.
Do we just put the desk on a truck or something?
So what's the plan?
To help our communities, we need to be where they are, listening to them.
Whatever it takes.
But a helicopter?
Yeah.
Live with Matt Austin, Ginger Gadsden, weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells, sports with Sports Director Jamie Say, and special reports from the investigators. You're watching WKMG, getting results at 11 p.m.
Now to that wild video you've probably seen circulating on your social media feed. It's showing sharks circling a fishing boat here and going after a pretty nice catch.
So this video was posted by Fin and Fly Fishing Charters in Cocoa Beach. News 6's James Barbero caught up with the boat captain, and as he found out, shark encounters are happening more often lately, and it is not good for business. It's a frenzy out there.
Yeah, it is.
Well, if you want to see a rocket launch, there's a big one scheduled for late tomorrow night.
Crew 8, 3 astronauts and a cosmonaut are blasting off from Kennedy Space Center to the International Space Station, where they will be for the next 6 months. Liftoff is set for tomorrow night at 11:16. This launch was originally scheduled for early Thursday morning, but it was scrubbed because of some rough weather along the flight path. If the launch happens Saturday night, we'll bring it to you on air, online at clickorlando.com, and on the News 6 app.
Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrell standing by now, pinpointing our forecast for 11:16 tomorrow night, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Come take a look at what's going on. 11:16 tomorrow night is going to be iffy, I think, because of some of the rain action we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. We'll see if it dies out in time for the folks there. Scattered showers have been rolling right along the Palm Coast region here in the last, hour and a half, 2 hours. We were watching this to see if it could blow up and make its way into Daytona Beach. It has not. So for now, the bikers are all safe and tucked away. So the modeling put some of the rain about right here, missed it by about 30 miles or so. On down into Daytona Beach, we're dry for the moment. We will not stay that way for the entire overnight and through the day tomorrow. More and more action is on the way. Lots of action still. They're riding around, turning up Main Street. It is 70 degrees right now in Daytona Beach. During the overnight hours, there will be some rain chances building on up to about 20% by 6 a.m. We'll bottom out in the low 60s in Daytona Beach, and by 9 o'clock in the morning, be back to about 70. Daytona Beach, Beach Bike Week. All weekend, well, I can't turn the rain off. Rain chances are still going to be 40% through the day tomorrow, 40% on Sunday as well. So it's not going to be a total washout. Kind of like tonight has not been a total washout. Some folks have had rain, others have not. But during the day tomorrow, there will be stronger storms. I'll show you in a moment. Overnight low this morning was 64. Daytime high today was very warm, 83. Currently in Orlando, it is 68. Temperatures where you are tonight, a little bit warmer or a little cooler, depending on where you are. 70 in Kissimmee, 66 Palm Coast, 68 in Ocala. Weather headlines, cloudy tonight, still the possibility of an isolated shower through the weekend. More showers around, but again, not a total washout. All next week, those daily rain chances are still going to hang around. Here's tomorrow.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency? You ought to call Strata.
High tomorrow, about 80. Rain chances 50%. Come look at the week ahead. High tomorrow makes it back to about 80. And then on Sunday, 79. Rain chances 50% in the next 48 hours. Then they drop just a smidge to 30% for Monday, Tuesday, and back up on Wednesday. Have a great weekend, neighbors. Sleep tight. I'll see you Monday.
All right, Tom, thank you. Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers. Pick 2, 5, 3. Pick 3, 1, 2, 1. Pick 4, 6, 2, 9, 5. Pick 5, 8, 4, 9, 7, 4. The fireball is 0.
Jackpot triple play is 41, 10, 39, 13, 16, and 15.
Fantasy 5, 30, 12, 1, 5, 19.
And cash for life is 6, 21, 36, 39, 55, and the cash ball is 1. Good luck.
Well, imagine a bar that only shows women's sports.
We're taking you to the city, making that a reality, plus the daring rescue to get the woman inside the cab of this truck to safety. That is next.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Freedom Health Medicare Advantage Plans.
News 6 is broadcasting our entire newscast live from one of our local neighborhoods, and you won't want to miss it. We're hearing from you, telling your stories, and it's all with a live audience. Watch or stream it live Wednesday, starting at 4 p.m.
The new 6 Plus app is available on your Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and Android TV streaming devices. Download today. Trooper Steve on Patrol is sponsored by Gibson Truck World. We are the king of trucks.
Tonight, rescue crews in Kentucky are giving props to the driver of a semi-truck who was left dangling over a bridge after a crash.
Yeah, this is some wild video. They say she was, quote, cool as a cucumber as crews worked to rescue her from this.
Would you be cool as a cucumber
I would be freaking
in
out.
that situation?
They had to lower a firefighter from a ladder truck, use a rope and a pulley to get them both back to safety.
That is
She's
terrifying.
got ice water in her
Yeah,
veins.
she does. All right, speaking of ice water, this is a cool story. Today was opening day for a very special sports bar in Minneapolis. A bar of their own showcases all women's sports all the time. The place was packed before lunchtime today, and there was a line to get in. It all comes just in time for the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament, which is happening in Minneapolis, and Women's History Month.
I bet that place is going to be packed on Sunday because that's the day Caitlin Clark can become the all-time leading scorer in college basketball, men's or women's.
Oh, yeah.
It's Sunday.
Yes.
It's Sunday
That's
at
huge.
4. Yeah, it's going to be huge.
And
That's
then
a great
honor
idea.
all women's sports in the Sportscast tonight. No, that's
No,
probably
unfortunately
not true.
not. Right? No, unfortunately not.
Sports director Jamie Say is here now. Jamie, Orlando City can put a little damper on Messi mania.
Yeah, they can because the Lions are in South Florida. They're about to take on Leo Messi and Inter Miami tomorrow. Orlando City coach Oscar Pereira is very confident in his guys. That's on the way. Plus, UCF baseball walks up with a win. But as we go to break some hockey, the Solar Bears at home tonight against the Jacksonville Icemen. Both teams lit up the scoreboard at the Kia Center. But it's the Bears in the purple coming away with a 5-4 win. We'll be right back.
Tonight's Sports Desk is brought to you by Greenway Dodge and Greenway Ford. Breaking news, traffic. When you need to know what's going on in your neighborhood, trust Sky 6 to get the bigger picture. Exclusively sponsored by attorney Dan Newland.
Welcome back to News 6. Well, this is one of those games that fans circle on the calendar. Tomorrow, it's the Messi match for Orlando City. The Lions take on superstar Leo Messi in Inter Miami for the first time this season. The game time is tomorrow at 4:30. Messi Mania has been all the rage in South Florida since the Argentinian icon signed with the club last summer. Now, this building is all lit up in Messi, and it's in Miami, 30 miles away from Inter Miami Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. So, a lot of good baseball tonight. Big win for UCF. They're 7-0.
That's fantastic.
That is amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Jamie Say, thank you so much.
You can find all of tonight's stories plus breaking news and podcasts on News 6 Plus.
The next time we see you, it'll be Monday. Have yourself a fantastic weekend.